Hi everyone, Aga here from EurekaCrystalBeads.com, and I'm here with another fun beading tutorial for you. But before I get started, just a quick reminder to check out the rest of the channel, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any other fun projects like this one. Alright, in this tutorial, we're making this so much fun bracelet. It looks intricate, but once you get the gist of it, it's actually quite easy to make. And I think the colorway of it really embodies the collection that I made it with. And I made it with Eureka's June 2026 collection called Honeymeadow. When you're watching this around the premiere, it's still available, most likely. But if it's not, here are the supplies from this collection that I used to make the bracelet. Okay, let's go from left to right. First up, you're going to need a clasp. I'm going to be using the one from the collection. Haven't attached it yet. We'll do it today with you because it's pretty specific. It has these kind of loops underneath the clasp, and they're very convenient if you want to add the clasp like very close to the bracelet. But of course, you can use any clasp that you want. You can add jump rings for extra length. So whatever clasp you prefer, use that. Then you're going to need some wave beads. And in the collection, you get an 8-gram bag of those. I had an extra, that's why I have so many left. But after you make this bracelet, you should have like a dozen, maybe 16 of them left. So it is definitely enough for a long bracelet. All of the amounts, by the way, and quantities that you need will be listed down in the description and available from Eureka Crystal Beads, naturally. Then the next bead that I'll be using is a 3mm round Druk bead. You can also use 3mm crystal pearls. And then our seed beads. Here I have a Miyuki round 11/0 seed bead, and then a Miyuki round 15/0 seed bead. Then, just for some accents, we're going to be using Miyuki Delica beads, and I'll be fishing out the yellow ones from this lovely Honeymeadow mix that you get in the collection. And I think the way they arrange themselves in here is just so perfect. So nice. And that's it for the supplies. For tools, I'll be using a fresh size 12 needle and 6-pound fire line. Alright, then let's start beading. And the beading plan for this one is pretty straightforward. First up, you make the core with the kind of seed bead wave going inside and the wave beads. You'll be surprised how easy that is. And then step 2 is basically going back with the extra embellishments on the edges in here. You're gonna need about a full wingspan or a little more even for the core of the bracelet, and then probably around under another wingspan for the edges. So you can just do the core with one end of the thread and the edges with another end of it, or you can add thread as you go. In any case, I'm starting at the edge and picking up 2 wave beads, and make sure you're picking up those wave beads like this, so they're kind of facing each other with their bellies. That's how I imagine it. So you pick up the first one from the kind of side that is curved inwards, and the other one from the opposite side, from the one that is curved like outwards. And then you get 9 of the 11/0s. I'm going to slide them down the thread all the way down. And I'm going to pass down through the 2 wave beads in the 2 first 11/0s. And now I'm already going to add, by the way, you can start with a stop bead as well to make it easier. And now I'm already going to add my 3mm round Druk bead. And I'm going to go up the 2 last beads on the other side, so just before the wave beads. And at this point, it's loose enough so that you can go through the wave beads as well. And the round bead is going to add itself perfectly in the middle here. So nice. Now I'm going to go down 3 beads after the waves. So like this. And I'm gonna pick up 2 wave beads again in the same way, like so, and then 6 11/0. And I'm gonna go back through the 3 that my thread is coming out of in the same direction that I entered them, so like this. And that will add the wave beads in the opposite direction, sort of to the last 2. And now I'm gonna pass through those 2 wave beads and the first 2 of the seed beads after them. And we're doing the exact same thing, so picking up a 3mm round and going back through the 2 11/0 on the other side towards my wave beads, like so. The drag bead will lodge itself perfectly in the middle here. And now I can pass through my wave beads again. And 3 beads after them. See, and that's it. That's all to that wave that you need to do. 2 wave beads again, 6 11/0, and back again through the 3 that my thread is coming out of, through the wave beads and the 2 11/0 after them. Adding on the round drag bead through the 2 11/0 right before the wave beads that I just added. Pull tight through the wave beads. And now the 3 beads after them. And you go on with the wave for as long as you want your bracelet to be. 2 wave beads, 6 11/0 through the 3, through the wave beads and 2 seed beads after them. Add the 3mm round drag bead and up through the 2 seed beads before this pair of wave beads that just added. And so on and so forth. I'll add maybe 1 or 2 more sequences for this sample, and I'll come back to you to show you how to do the embellishment on the sides. All right, let's imagine that you finished your bracelet and finished your thread as well, because you will probably run out. This is my tail thread, and it's coming out of the wave beads. So what you need to do to reach the other hole of the wave beads to start adding on the embellishments on the edge is just pass through the 11/0 until you find yourself on top of that round drag bead. It has like 3 beads on top of it, and you want to reach that second one, like so. And you'll just pick up a Delica and pass right through the second hole of the first wave bead right here. All right, now in between those wave beads, we're gonna pick up 3 11/0 and 1 15/0. And now this is gonna be probably the only a little bit tricky thing in this pattern, is that you need to slide them down your thread. And what I like to do is to hold my thread like wrapped around my finger for this, and I'm gonna pass through the 3 11/0 right here from the same direction that my thread was going initially, and now I'm going to hold on to them so that they don't move on the thread too much and pull them sort of tight-ish. But before they're super tight, I'm going to pass through the free hole of this second wave bead in the pair. And when you pull tight, notice how this will form basically a right angle weave unit. Okay, this one didn't want to go like easily. Let's see if the other ones pop in. So what you want is your 15/0 to be basically in between those wave beads here, like so. Now above the round Druk bead, in the spaces between the pairs of wave beads, we're gonna add a single Delica first, and we're passing through the middle 11-0 on top of the round Druk bead, like so. A Delica and an 11-0 here now, and I'm gonna pass through that Delica that I just added and the middle 11-0 again. So like creating a circle, sort of. It's not gonna be a circle, but yeah, sort of something like that. And now I'm gonna pass through that second Delica that I just added, like towards where it's connected to the 11-0. And I'm gonna pass through the free hull of the next wave bead. When you pull tight, this is gonna form this nice triangle sort of in here. Once again here, 3 11-0s and a 15-0, slide them down. Pass through these first 3 beads, so the 3 11-0s in the same direction, hold on to them so that they don't move too much. Pass through the second hull of the wave bead. Yeah, more or less, you can help it a little bit. Voila. A Delica through the middle 11-0. Delica 11-0 through the Delica and the 11-0 that you just passed through. Back up through that second Delica and the hole in the next wave bead. 3 11-0s and a 15-0, slide them down. Pass through the 3 11-0s. And through the free hole of the second wave bead. Okay, after you finish one side of the embellishments, you will inevitably find yourself coming out of this second hole of your wave bead. And from here, you could just turn back, but I think the easiest way out of this situation is to add some beads on here and just go directly into those beads here. And if you're just turning back, you might as well add the first part of your clasp in here. So I'm gonna go to my actual bracelet now, and I'll add 2 15-0s and an 11-0 that will be later a part of my loop, and I'll go down these 3 11-0s in here, straight from the hole in my wave bead, like so. And from here you can create your loop that will go like this if you're using a jump ring or maybe a different clasp. I think 5 beads or 4, because this one is included, will be enough for just a small loop. But for this class, because it has quite a small hole and the 11-0s won't pass through it, I'm gonna pick up 3 beads on one side, then my clasp, then 2 beads on the other side, because now I'm gonna include this extra bead that I just added before this in the loop that I'm making, plus I'm passing through the 3 that my thread was coming out of. Make sure it's the beads that hold the clasp and not just, not just the thread like so. So you need to pull tight. And now I'm going to pass through this like 2 more times to make sure it's secure. All right, and on the other side for the bar part of the clasp, you do exactly the same, because you will end up coming out of this hole of the wave bead. So 2 15-0s and 11-0, and passing through the 3 beads here. And now, of course, we could do just a very large loop to get this like this far, but I don't like doing that. So instead, I'm gonna put in 2 11-0s, then a round bead, why not? And we're almost where we want to be. maybe another 2/11. So that's more or less the length that I'm gonna get here, like so. And now I'm gonna make the loop, which is gonna be 3 beads on one side, 3/11 on the other side. I'm gonna slide that down. And now I'm gonna skip the 3/11 from this side and pass through the 2/11, then the round drag bead. So just that. And maybe also 2 beads on this other side, because we'll see if we can maybe over direct it to this side a little bit, because it's a little bit asymmetrical at this point. And I'm gonna pass through that extra 11 that I added while I stepped down, and the 3 beads in the side of this unit. And when you pull everything tight, make sure that your clasp is sitting like in between those beads. Okay, and we added all that extra length. And I'm gonna pass through all of those beads 2 more times to secure them. And just like that, the bracelet is ready. It's looking so summery, so nice, and I really like the wave pattern that is created inside. As I mentioned, all of the supplies are from our June 2026 Honeymeadow collection, and all of those are available separately at eurekacrystalbeads.com. I hope you liked this little tutorial. If you did, leave a thumbs up because it always helps. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell if you would like to be notified about new projects like this one. And one more way to do this is to sign up for our newsletter, the link to which will be included in the description down below, as well as the link to a full list of supplies that you need to make this bracelet. That will be the first link in the description. Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching this tutorial and see you in the next one. Bye!